What's up, everybody?
What the
Welcome,
fuck, dude.
welcome
You
to the
didn't
Mega
even warn-
64.
I didn't know we were.
What?
The bounty hunters are here.
I mean,
Holy shit.
you know, it's just a white screen for us too. All of a sudden, you unleashed us, no warning. You're talking to
Now,
us
you know
before
what?
the show, like
You
it's all
fucking
fine.
know what? Rocco planned this because we didn't do a sound check or any video
Yeah.
check, and he's usually really anal about that stuff.
That's
so the fact
true,
that
but
it didn't happen,
It's,
that should have been a tip-off about this mask
Um,
situation here.
I didn't think we needed to contextualize this, but I guess I will. It's required to wear a face mask in businesses in California.
Yeah.
And also, I saw my mom because it is Mother's Day, and I care about her health, so I'm wearing a mask. I didn't think it was a big deal.
Let me
You
tell
do
you.
know that the mask is required to actually cover your chin. I see your jaw
and
is kind of
That's
like
not
dipping
where-
in and out.
That's not where infection takes place. The chin. You can't get something through your chin.
Oh,
No, you
did a
can't.
doctor tell you that? Do you have a reference on that one?
Dr. Matt I was just on the phone with him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I believe it. I'll take it then.
Yeah, we
That
could get
sounds
into
good.
like the semantics and all that, but I'd rather just have an entertaining podcast and talk about, fun stuff.
Sorry.
You know what?
Yeah.
Actually, can I point out? I'm surprised because usually the Mandalorian armor, the mask, modulates the voice. Is that not activated right now, Rocco? Can we turn that on or?
All right, you know what? You pissed me off.
Okay.
I'm going to have to target you.
Okay. Oh my God.
I don't have a gun.
Oh,
Shit.
Wow.
okay. I can rest easy then. It's just the.
No,
it's
I'm
just
going to
the
throw
laser.
something
It's
at
still
you.
intimidating. It's still really intimidating.
They made that message is a little too small. If they made it just a little bit bigger, you know.
Maybe it's made for like a smaller human, like a little adult. Just a shorter adult.
I have a little human's head. I have like a really small head, so that might fit me just fine.
I've got too big of a fucking brain.
And I have a too small of one, so this all adds up.
Rocco is too smart for this mask. He's evolved too far to have any use for this mask.
Rocco, you should give it to me because I think it'd fit me perfectly. So I'll take it.
No, I want to stay well. You're over there maskless. You can get sick all you want. I
You
feel
know,
good.
It would have been cool in the movie if Boba Fett did have like a little goatee poking out below the mask.
Fuck
Oh
you
my
guys. All right,
God.
fuck it. Theme song. Fuck.
No, we can't get it. Yeah, it does. Drumming,
Trying to be safe. I get made fun of constantly. I'm over it. I hope I get sick.
I didn't even make fun of you. I honestly thought it could be like a sexier take. Maybe like a Star Wars porno.
I heard the tone the whole time,
Yeah,
and
I was
Garrett
excited.
didn't even show up because he's probably embarrassed. Fuck it. Anyway,
Yeah, we should say we should apologize to everybody out there today. It's Rocco, Derek, and Sean tonight. It's the reduced cast. It's not a full squad.
No.
It's not going to be as good. We're just gonna say that out the gate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry to let you down.
Everyone's favorite is Garrett. We all know that.
We don't have Garrett tonight. We
No.
don't have
That's it.
no
actually.
color finger tonight.
Yeah, he's
No,
not here. Josh Jones. That
That's
really
it.
like marked my head. I really thought
Yeah,
that helmet would have been more
Because
comfortable.
it's made for someone with my head size. So if you just want to, I'll sanitize it. Just drop it off my doorstep and just text me when you did that. I'll just take it.
I'd rather die. Anyway, that was the new theme song, everybody. Finally, that was implemented. The second place winner of the Mega64 and Teen theme song. Unfortunately, they got the runner-up prize. The theme song of this show.
Yeah.
And Johnny
Kinda
edited
sucks.
that sequence together. What's that?
I said it kind of sucks. Not that their song sucks. Just makes no sense that song's for like a show about quarantine. This is just a podcast.
Yeah,
It's just gonna cause confusion, you know?
bummer.
I saw people in the chat saying we should pay Johnny, but he gets to hang out with us, and I think that's kind of like payment enough.
Yeah, I mean, whenever he comes back to the studio, he's gonna get to wear that helmet.
He can wear it. Oh, see that works.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like,
yeah.
Helmet don't pay bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
Anyway,
Yeah, where is Johnny? You know what? There's this whole "Hey Johnny" hashtag, but where is he?
You know what? I don't think he was invited onto this podcast, so that could be a problem.
yeah.
I think
Okay.
that was
Well,
an
he's
alright.
excused.
Yeah.
Alright, that doesn't
I
matter.
want to actually talk about Johnny for a second because
Oh,
Now,
this is
let's talk some shit.
yeah. There's been some feedback I've gotten on like almost every week for a while now, and I
Uh-oh.
never bring it up on here. And I'm like, you know what? Now's the time. Let's finally do it.
he's never going to see it anyway, so say whatever you want, Rocco.
It sounds good to me. No, but I have consistently people saying, did I miss something? Who is Johnny? I have people ask me that all the time. Like, okay, I'm going on the Mega64 Twitch channel and I'm seeing streams with this guy, Johnny. What did this guy, who is this? And you know, he's been on Mega64 and people are like, who is Johnny? Where did this go? I feel like we never really gave the proper context for who Johnny is, because he kind of was just on here and there he was, and that's it. Which really is probably all the information people really need. But
Right.
you know,
That's
just
kind of
why
how it was
question
for us,
it? He's
too.
here.
One day, Johnny was just here for us.
Yeah, we honestly still can't quite figure out why he's in stuff.
Yeah, and we can't really tell you who is Johnny because we don't really even know who Johnny is.
Yeah, we've kind of just, it's one of those things where it's like, you invited him here? Oh, you didn't? Oh, I thought you did. I thought, you know, and now no one wants to kick
He
him
just
out.
showed up one day.
Oh,
Now he's editing stuff, so
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
But no, do you guys want to give any like backstory to how he came to be?
I don't all the way really honestly know it, to be honest. I mean, I don't. One day Derek showed up and said, "Hey, this is Johnny," and then he's been around ever since, and I've enjoyed every second of it. So I don't know.
You know what? I don't know what there is to say. I don't like. What are we supposed to? How far back do you want it to go? First grade, kindergarten with Johnny?
Well, I
He's
do
here
know
now.
Johnny
you
has
know?
he's let it slip a couple times that he was a pretty big fan of ours. Like, there's been things that he said, and it's like, how? Oh, you know that? Like, how do you know that? It's like, oh, I was watching. It's like, oh, I didn't know that you knew our shit before you started hanging out with us. I didn't know.
Yeah, I never
I
really
think
thought of.
if you have a keen eye and you've been paying attention, you know the Johnny saga.
Yeah.
It unfolded right in front of you.
Yeah, I never
Or-
really thought about that. Yeah, he just was someone we met, and then you know, was offering to do stuff for us. We got to know him through different events and stuff like that. But I never, I mean, I in my mind, I never thought of him as like he was a fan at one point. But then every now and then he posts a picture. Every now and then he posts a picture of himself in like, here's me in 7th grade with a Mega64 shirt on. It was just like, what? What is
Was he a fan that long ago? I remember meeting him at PAX East years ago. Johnny directed music videos for a long time
Yeah.
with another Mega64 soldier out there, Jesse. Johnny and Jesse did music videos, and then Johnny, I don't know, he moved out here to the West Coast. Man, we had to swoop him up because he's so talented.
Yeah.
We're like the talent scouts, you know, looking for the next generation of hot video makers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
anyway,
sometimes.
so he
Sometimes we are.
so he just came around a lot and was doing stuff, and it was like, oh, that's cool. He's doing a lot of stuff. Well, that's great. And yeah, whenever he comes back, he can wear the helmet.
He's so lucky.
Yeah.
Johnny is probably the luckiest person I know now.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Definitely.
Because he can wear the helmet, Derek. And he gets to hang out with us. What a lucky guy.
Yeah, what a lucky guy.
Yeah, I mean, he is lucky. And I know Rocco and Johnny go out to eat sometimes. I'm not invited. Sean, are you invited?
I am invited, Derek. I don't know where. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's because we're working here late.
All I'm saying is he's a lucky guy because not everybody gets to go.
That's true. That's true. That's
But it's
true.
okay. I'm not, no hard feelings. You're right. I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own. Whatever. What's this This conversation sucks. Let's talk about video games or something cool.
No, I agree. Anyway, whatever. So Johnny, he does stuff and he's edited some stuff for us. So yeah, he's doing a good job. That's all you need to know.
Hey, all you need to know is that we made a new friend and now he's in our shit, like how it always goes,
Yeah.
Like that's how it's been since the dawn of Mega64. We have friends, they're in our shit, and we appreciate all of them. So thank you everyone who's ever been in our stuff.
Yeah.
All you need to know is we put out 2 new videos this week. One smash hit comedy skit and one awesome new movie podcast. Video time.
Wait, hold on. Before we talk about that, I'm seeing something in the chat and I want to know more about it. I've seen fans act weird trying to eat with Rocco at game days. I want to know what that means. Seen fans act weird trying to eat with Rocco. Like, are they doing like crazy, like, oh, you don't eat a corn dog like this?
Maybe I think they're acting uncomfortable, Rocco. Like they see you sitting down and they go, oh, I want to sit with Rocco. And then like they're holding their tray probably. There's like,
yeah. I've seen fans act weird trying to eat with Rocco too at game days. It's exactly that. They're like looking at you from far away, holding this food, just waiting.
Yeah,
trying to eat with. I usually, when we do dinner at game days and stuff like that, I usually like grab something real quick and I just go to like everyone's table and kind of talk with people. So I didn't feel like any of that was weird. I don't know.
Well,
I don't remember anyone trying to like, oh, can I sit with you? I don't remember.
Here's the deal, Rocco. You're the main guy. You're the food influencer. People care about eating with you and telling the story. Yo, I went to game days and I ate dinner with the main guy. They want to say that. And so they get, they have it built up, and then the moment comes and they chicken out. I've seen it.
I never encountered that. I feel like I just say hi to people and then
you do. No, you're hey, at game days, to your credit, you are like a social butterfly talking to everyone.
You know what? I want to give all of us credit. Let's cut through the bullshit. There are a lot of awkward encounters at game days, but I feel to our credit, we seek those people out and we make it cool. Because I see people awkwardly standing off to the side. They want to talk. And, maybe some people in the chat who are there, they would see that, be like, oh, look at that guy over there. So fucking awkward. But I know for a fact Rocco does this. And Sean, you do it too. And I do it. We'll go up and we'll talk to that person.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, I see you standing here. What's up? And have a conversation. And we take an awkward situation. We turn it into like a beautiful memory.
There's been so many times that I am that guy who's like, oh shit, what do I do? I don't know. Like you go to a party, you don't know anyone. Like, it's like the worst feeling. Yeah. So I feel like, hey, this is like, game days is my house. I'm very comfortable here. I will talk to anyone. So come over to my area and we're going to chill here and don't be stressed out anymore. That's what I like to do.
But that is interesting. You mentioned that though. I do kind of seek out the quiet people at game days because the people who are really social, I mean, that don't get me wrong, that's great. I'll talk to them, whatever. But usually they'll initiate that, whatever. I really like talking to usually the people who are maybe a little more quiet, whatever. They got something to say, but maybe they don't know how to like make it happen, And to me, it's like they got just as much to talk about. They probably got some interesting stuff to say. So I go for that. I enjoy that. I enjoy meeting everybody. Whatever.
Hey, I was thinking, I love game days. I know it's far away. I really hope game days can happen this year. Everything's up in the air. We just don't. Is Disneyland going to be open? We don't know. But like, God, I really hope we can.
You know what? That's so out of our hands. That's not even our call at all. No. If it can happen, we'll make it happen. But that's not up to us.
Yeah, there's so much that is not in our control. I have had a lot of people ask, like during everything going on, like, so what do do you guys feel good about game? Are you guys gonna do it? And it's like I would love to say yes or no. I really just I'd love to give some definitive thing, but I can't.
Hey, I'm looking at the chat here. A lot of people in the chat here are suggesting we do a digital game days 2020. How would a digital game days work Do we like screen ride through videos and then like, whoa, and like give our commentary on it, and then okay, everybody, now we're gonna eat food together. Grab your top ramen. I can see that happening. Maybe we can do a digital game days. Who knows?
We could do the same schedule. We'll do a group. Well, I don't know how we'd do the group photo. Okay, well,
we'll get a Zoom and we'll just do a screen cap.
Yeah, and we'll do dinner at the same time.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, we'll do dinner at the same time, and I'll get my hasty slice of whatever weird pizza I found, and then I'll individually call everyone who's eating at the same time and be like, "Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, I got this Thanksgiving pizza. It's got fucking carrots on it. Okay, all right, see ya. Click next person. Hey, thank you guys for coming. Hey, I'll try to make it the same thing.
Perfect.
I think we could do it. It'll be, but I'll eat a bread bowl, not a pizza.
We can do like our own parade in the studio. It's not gonna be as good as Disney, but it's quarantine, so who cares?
Yeah.
We do parade, electric light parade.
We should try to do some kind of cool presentation on here, and the parade runs through it, and it's really frustrating because you just want to get around the fucking parade.
You can't do it.
That's the Disneyland true experience. A parade going right when you really don't want it to.
So don't count us out. I think we are, I feel like we're flourishing during the quarantine. We're going to think of like so many cool alternatives to regular life.
Yeah.
Stick with it. Yeah.
And
we got some thinking to do on that one.
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of working within the confines of lockdown and all that stuff and trying to be creative during it, as Derek said, we did put out a couple new things this week. We talked for a second on Mega64 and Team, but didn't really go in depth. So I think we will now. Is we had a new video, our Last of Us 2 first review video, and I want to say up front, there are no spoilers or comments or anything about The Last of Us 2. So if you were worried about watching that video, it's completely clean of that. I'd stay out of the comments. There's a lot of dumb shits in the comments. Stay away from that if you want to be careful, whatever. But the video is fine, and we're not going to talk about anything to do with that here either. So I just want to say that up front. There's not going to be a single comment made on that. That's all.
That's smart.
Because everyone's being very trepidatious, understandably. Because I've been replaying the first one on. I just started streaming it on Friday, just because I thought, well, okay, I was doing my own personal stream, and I thought that'd be kind of fun to revisit that before the new one comes out. And man, I'm addicted to that game all over again. And so I ended up like, I played it late last night, and then I woke up this morning, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it again. I've been streaming the whole thing. So
that's awesome.
Anyway, I got so sucked into it, so I know people are being very like, they care a lot about it and they're being protective of it.
Maybe I should do like a derby stream of it.
Yeah,
Derek,
give it a chance. Yeah, give it a shot. They re-released it to PS4. It's so cheap at this point.
Yeah, like $20 at most, I think.
Yeah, it's nothing. But anyway, I've been replaying it and just like I'm like, oh yeah, man, I forgot about so much of this. Anyway. So I'm having a lot of fun. But yeah, so the video. So we did this video, and again, like the way that this video was executed, it really was not. All of us are involved, like a classic kind of Mega64 video, but it really was done in a way where it. We were kind of like still. It was done safely, where it wasn't like. We don't have a crew of 80 people crammed in a room filming. It's like us.
Let's back it up to the news from Last of Us 2. Obviously, like the footage leaked last week. I'm not tuned into what's going on in video game news, but thankfully Rocco always is, no matter what. I feel like nukes could drop and Rocco would still know the release date of PS5.
That is true.
All the calendars and clocks would go away and he would know somehow.
Yeah.
So when it came time, I think, I don't know, at the beginning of this month, it felt like we need to get a video out somehow. We just have to figure out how to do it. And so Rocco's like, well, this Last of Us thing happened. Yeah. And so I think, we started trying to figure out a way to make it work.
Yeah.
And film something where we could like maintain our distance, whatever, be safe.
Yeah. And I think too, what jumped out at me the most with all of the Last of Us obviously, so things leaked out about the game and like cutscenes and stuff leaked out. But the thing that jumped out the most to me when all that happened was anytime there's a leak, it feels like it's always presented, no matter what, it's always presented under this context of, isn't this stupid? Can you fucking believe this? Look how dumb this is. And people like review the game off of like
the two things they weren't supposed to see. Yeah.
Yeah, shit that was stolen.
Wow.
Like, no, yeah, I haven't touched the game and I haven't seen 90% of it. But this 10% that I watch, I'm fuck this game. Okay, you know, it's always under. It's not just this game. It's always under that context. Whenever something leaks.
Yeah, we said before with our personal videos, we don't show companies we're working with rough drafts or first cuts or anything like that because they will always come back like, oh, here's the video you wanted to see it now. It's not done. The audio is messed up and they're missing a last scene. And then they give you your notes. The audio is terrible, and what happened to the end? It's like, we told you.
People do, no matter how much you're told, like, this isn't final, this isn't, you know, this is rough, this is just a piece of, you know, whatever. Yeah, people judge stuff instinctively, just judge what they see. And that does happen to us all the time. And yeah, it happens to games when they leak. And
you know what? It's funny because what Sean mentioned, I think, yeah, we try not to show people incomplete videos because they'll always point out the things that are obviously incomplete. But then they judge it as if the video's done, and like it's not done.
Yeah.
So you don't need to tell us everything that's wrong with it because it's not done.
Yeah.
And we know, like it would be done if we thought there was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
So.
So that is going on. That's going on, but then also you have the stuff where it's like some people are kind of, you know, there's talk about like, did people crunch too much to make this game? People were saying Naughty Dog was doing that. So we've got that in the video too, but it's also kind of done in this maniacal way where it is done really ridiculously. So it's not really like pointing a finger as much as it's just like kind of just the whole insanity of the situation all swirled in a big whatever. And so anyway.
Yeah, for me, I always like to approach this stuff kind of just like from telling a story, obviously.
Yeah.
It's not about taking a side. It's just about telling a story.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So I think we just approached like, okay, who would leak this footage in our world? Somebody who was driven crazy by Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
And how do we like discover that? We need some investigative journalism. So that was really, I think, all the commentary we had for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it was more just funny observations taken to a whatever level to tell a story. To
let you all know, the creative process we use.
Yeah. So, I
saw a lot of. Sorry, not to cut you off, but I saw a lot of comments comparing me to another YouTuber.
Oh yeah.
A YouTuber that I've actually never seen before. So I just want to say,
Angry Joe.
What
was it? Angry Joe?
Yeah, Angry Joe.
Yeah, I've met Angry Joe a bunch of times. Yeah.
Have I? Because I've never heard of Angry Joe.
I'm sure in real life he's probably nice Joe. I actually don't know because I just don't watch his videos. I'm just not familiar with Angry Joe. No offense to him. He's probably more famous than we are.
Yes.
But to people just commenting that, like, oh, dude, they're taking down Angry Joe.
Yeah.
That's on you. Because
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know he did anything about this game, honestly, until after our video came out.
Obviously, I didn't either.
Yeah.
I don't know who Angry Joe is. So.
Yeah, every time. I met him a bunch of times. He's a great dude. But I want to say he was at SGC one of the years that we did. But I don't know. I see him at every E3. But anyway, yeah, I didn't. I was not aware of anything he did. Till after our video came out. So that wasn't.
None of us were. That wasn't even on our radar.
Yeah, sometimes people read into things and they're dead on with our videos. Sometimes it's so out of left field that we have no idea what they're talking about. So that's for us. We don't know.
Yeah. So
it's like we did a video once and everyone's like, "Oh, you ripped this thing off," and it's like, well, we didn't see that thing. This wasn't that original of an idea.
Well, yeah, it's so funny. It's funny you mentioned that too because just the other day, Derek, you retweeted
I know.
our Games Alive podcast video that we did a million years ago.
Can I talk about that for a second?
Yeah.
I know, Rocco, you do this. I do it too. Sean probably does it. Every once in a while, just go down the rabbit hole, watch old Mega64 videos, and just be surprised by how funny they are because you forgot all the crazy shit we did, and you're just like laughing, like, wow, that's a lot better than I imagined or remembered. And that's what it was for me. I saw that video and I was like, this is way funnier than I remember. And I also remember the reaction to this video when we put it out was not very good.
Yeah.
So that's why I tweeted out like, hey, what the fuck? Like, why didn't this get more views? And I didn't go into, there was a lot of negativity about this video when we put it out.
Yeah.
But there fucking was.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So we can talk about it now.
Well, I was gonna retweet you and say that the weird thing or the interesting thing, I guess, is in being I hate this term. I'm gonna use it. I hate it.
Oh,
I'll use it.
Don't say
it. In being a content creator for so many years, for doing a really long time. At this point, 17 years we've been doing this. Very long in internet time. That's like Yoda level shit, 1,000 years. But in that amount of time, you see the evolution of things, meaning there's so much stuff we put out where people go, Jesus, you guys, this is fucking stupid. These guys need to retire or take a long break or, man, what a ripoff of da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then we've been around long enough to where you see 8 years go by or 10 years go by where people go, that was the fucking best thing you ever did. Oh my God, that thing you made inspired me and my friends. We work on a Comedy Central show and that inspired this. And it's just like, everyone told us to fuck off when we put that out. You know what I mean? It'd be one thing if something happened 6 months ago and the reaction is still whatever. But there's stuff we put out. I remember having this feeling when we did, I remember specifically, recently we re-released our Yakuza 3 video where they censor everything, like they Americanized everything in the video. That was a skit that we did. I remember putting that out in 2010 and people going, I'm getting really tired of, like, we were really rapid firing skits at that point out, like on IGN and stuff like that. And I remember people going, man, I'm kind of getting tired of these videos. And this one is just like falling flat for me. And I think these guys should just take a break and work on something like bigger. I remember that video specifically, people saying that. And then all I read now is like, oh man, I love these IGN videos. I wish they'd go back to doing that and putting them out. You know, it's like, you really can never, it's always retrospect that changes your lens of stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, you see it now with the Star Wars prequels. Those came out and it was like, fuck off. George Lucas, fuck off. And, and then now you have people like, man, I wish we could go back to that. I miss that era of just, it's like retrospect does that. So anyway, going back to the Games Live video. Yeah, I remember when we put that out, everyone saying the classic phrase, Red Letter Media ripoff, because it had a parody of a crate thing in it or whatever, but then like it goes by the wayside and I don't know. Now it's like, no, it's great. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's, I don't know.
But
it's
that
really
was
hard.
Another case of like, I don't know what you guys are telling me I've ripped off because I haven't seen it. So I guess thanks for the comment. I'm going to go work on the next video.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess my point at the end of all of that is that's why you just have to make what inspires you now and what makes you happy now and what thrills you now, because chasing that kind of thing is just you know what I mean? It's just like, you're never going to be, people are always going to have this thing. It's never going to quite line up with everyone. You got to do what is interesting to you. And they'll if they're really good, they'll find an audience eventually. What were you going to say, Sean?
No, let's say I did go back and watch that video once Derek posted it, and I found myself like laughing a lot, like hard laughing. Like I don't remember this at all. This is fucking funny. So
yeah, that was another case where we made that video and I was like, this kind of sucks. I thought the ending was hilarious, but the rest of the video I was like, smoking cigarettes. Like, this is dumb. Go back 3 years later, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say too, like, none of this. I'm not trying to turn any of this into whining. I am not whining at all. I'm proud of those videos, and I love those videos. I liked them then, and I like them now. So I'm not whining. I have no room to fucking complain. Okay, like, we're here talking about stuff that we've made, and we got an audience to watch it. So I'm extremely lucky. None of this is me whining, but it is just an argument for, like, you can't you just, these things happen. You just got to make what excites you, because who the hell knows?
Rocco, I don't ever read the comments because it fucks me up.
Yeah,
like I don't ever read comments because I want to make what makes you guys laugh, like we've done since day one, and you are my target audience, the two of you, and so everyone else is bonus. But
good.
You know what? I want to turn it back in positive, because our latest video turned out great. Everybody loves it. And there was one comment on there that really touched my heart, because it said something along the lines of, wow, this is better than like what they're putting out on television right now. And I was like, you're right. Because I have been watching a lot more TV now. I'm stuck at home. And it's all, as I put it to you guys, it's all comedy done through Zoom conference calls. And we're actually going out there and like doing a production and lighting stuff and going to locations. And I felt really proud. So thank you everybody for all the praise. And I just want to keep like creating stuff that's better than television right now.
Yeah, that made me feel really good too. Yeah. A lot of it was like, wow, there was a lot of feedback that was like, oh, you pulled this off at a weird, it's a weird time to be able to pull any of this off. And you did it. Like, wow, that's great. Like, I was really stoked with.
There was a moment we were doing it, and like Derek, we are all so far away from each other that we were still, we're being overly cautious, but I think we're doing the right thing. I think, but like Derek's in one corner, I'm in the other corner with a mask on, filming, and like Derek's directing, I'm the cinematographer, I guess, and Rocco is like in front of the camera, like acting, and I was like so giddy. I felt so good to be back doing that again. It's just. I went home and I was like walking on clouds. I was like, we did it. We filmed a video. I feel so good about it. So I'm glad you liked it too.
Yeah, it was fun to work on that too. And I was like staying here and editing it, and it was just like, oh man, I missed this. Like it had been a while since we had done that. So it was really fun. And it is funny though, like we filmed stuff outside when we filmed the scene where it was supposed to be the Naughty Dog headquarters, but it was just outside there's some very busy like buildings and places around here that we thought, well, that'll be a good place to film. And plus, I don't think they're being used right now because of what's going on. Everybody's not there. So we went to shoot there, and it really was incredible how it really was. We parked in front of this place would have been hopping any other time. But we went there and it was silent on the street. Nothing, nobody in our way. I'm filming Derek yelling, I got a bone you could suck. And, I'm just standing in the middle of the street. Who cares? We're filming all this stuff. And I'm like, I wish everything else didn't suck so bad, because this rules. Like, for filming videos, it was seriously like, I've never experienced what we did, Derek, when we went out to do that part. It was just like no one, it was just bizarre. It really felt like,
well, we went to like a university campus, and obviously schools closed, so we had free reign, We could have done anything we wanted, honestly.
Yeah.
It was a fun time.
It was like, in all the years of filming, it's never been so peaceful. I wish it wasn't because shit was imploding, but it was great. It was on our end, it was great. But anyway, so it was really fun, and
I had the pleasure, really, the joy of like scripting this skit out for us. So I saw some people in the chat being like, who came up with Big Gamer Energy? I just want to let you know that was me.
That was Derek.
But I think Big Gamer Energy should be like a real show on YouTube. I think it has the stuff.
I'll start
Yeah.
hosting. Yeah, I'll get ready.
I want a Big Gamer Energy like drink or something.
Oh, Big Game Energy drink. Yeah,
Ooh.
Meg designed the logo for that. She did a good job.
she did.
I bet we could put out like a limited edition energy drink for the Patreon.
Yeah,
How do
I
you
bet
get-
that's possible.
maybe.
You, I don't know. When it comes to putting things in your body, you got to have all these different rules. That's so far beyond me.
You import it from China. Everybody
I'm
knows
sure
that.
we'd nail it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Not even a question.
You just get some knockoff, Red Bull from China. Rename it Big Gamer Energy.
Yeah.
Put like a T-Rex holding dynamite on it. You're ready to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
there
That's
you
your
go.
mascot.
Let's talk to our friends at Kickapoo and see if they'll, do a limited run. Are they okay?
I
are
don't
they-
know. Rocco, I don't know.
I'm sure they're doing great.
it really was one of the best moments in my career when we did game days and they sponsored it that year and they brought so much Kickapoo to the event that like everyone there could have gotten like people were walking away with like fucking pallets of it.
Yeah.
That was like I just never thought I'd see something like this.
It was cool. It was cool in the moment because that was when they were our hardcore sponsor. We've talked about it all the time, but people could never find the soda.
Yeah.
So they came out to game days and they were giving a whole bunch of it. It was perfect.
And it's funny because the venue that we did that at, it was kind of like an issue because they were like, we've got our own catering service. You have to go through that. Oh, really? Because we have about 7,000 sodas right here. So, and they were
free.
like, well,
I think that's what it came down to. Like they were selling drinks, but we were giving them away for free. So it was like, yeah, we're not selling them. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, it was like I think that the promise was everyone just has to just go go drink them at home. Go drink them.
Yeah.
At home.
That we told them it was like a souvenir to take home.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was like you guys better drink these at home, don't drink. And it was like kids sneaking snacks in their 4th grade classroom. Like, who's gonna drink it anyway?
And then the next year they didn't care. They're like, yeah, we get it, whatever.
Yeah,
We're not
they
even
just
gonna
gave
try it.
up. They were like, look, there's no stopping, 8,000 fucking pallets of soda. It's here.
They just dealt with TanaCon. They were not a problem for them.
Really, after TanaCon, I don't think things mattered too much. I think it was like let the kids have their soda.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what were we gonna say? Were you gonna talk more about Last of Us 2, the video?
Yeah, I don't think there was too much more I was gonna say about the video. I had fun shooting the part where I was the developer. I picked glasses at the last second that were just on the shelf, and they just happened to be cracked. I didn't know that, and it worked out really well because in that video, the light hit the crack of the lens so well, and that was not intentional. It was just like, I'm glad I picked these. It's got like a split.
Rocco, I was looking at the shot of the camera focusing, and you moved your head for a split second, and I saw the split. I'm like, oh fuck yeah, I'm getting that. So like, I positioned myself just to, it was awesome.
That's one of those
And
happy
kudos.
accidents. What's that?
Kudos to us because I think
kudos to us.
maybe we'll need to collaborate on this. How much time do we spend lighting that? I want to say like all of 5 minutes.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was like
We set up,
lit by a TV.
Yeah, let's grab every monitor we have in here and every keyboard. Oh, there's a GameCube. Throw that on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dark in here. Hey, plug that old TV in. All right, we're ready to go.
That-
And it looked great. It looked like
Yeah.
it's like the most beautiful thing we've shot in 5 years.
That's my favorite subtle gag though is that I have a GameCube using that in the development of Last of Us 2.
It's probably like a
Um,
stress reliever,
Yeah, but anyway, that was pretty much it for me. I mean, I really liked it, and
We also put out the first inaugural episode of Movie Club.
yes, that went up on our Patreon.
Mhm.
Um,
I haven't read any of the feedback from that yet, but I had so much fun filming it, so I hope that people like it so we can keep doing it. Honestly, we watched The Love Guru and we went to an in-depth analysis of it. So sign up for Patreon if you haven't. It's not that expensive, and you can watch some new shows that we're doing.
Yeah, I haven't seen the comments on it yet, but from what I gather, it's positive. And like Sean said, I had a great time just making this episode, talking about Love Guru. Really like paying way more thought to Love Guru than it deserves. It was kind of rewarding.
Yeah. So, anyways, check that out. Let us know what you think, and be part of the movie club.
About it, Rocco?
What's that?
What are your thoughts on the first episode of Movie Club?
Oh, it was fun, except for watching the movie. It was great. Talking about it was fun.
Yeah,
when the episode's good. The movie sucks. The episode's great.
Yeah.
I picked the movie, and I had already seen it at that point for a stream that I did just with people on Twitch. And I was like, I'm going to choose Love Guru, but you're both going to be mad at me after this is over. So, like, I knew what I was getting you into, so I do apologize. But that fucking sucks. That movie sucked.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, check out we do a deep dive on that. And we're gonna do a lot of other ones. So check that out on our Patreon when you get a chance. It's fun. It was good.
Coming up next episode is Meet the Zohan. Fucking hell.
Dude, Derek and Sean have been doing this for a decade. Every time that you don't mess with the Zohan comes up, they go, "Yeah, Meet the Zohan." It's like, dude, it's not they.
It's not they. This is like a new thing for me, and soon it'll happen to you, Rocco. It's working its way through.
Happen to you. Yeah.
You don't mess with the Zohan is next. Is the next movie club movie? Watch it or don't. Check out the next episode. We're talking about it.
Hell yeah.
The end.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys been playing any other games? Derek, I know Rocco's saying Last of Us. Are you doing anything?
I have been playing Red Dead Redemption 2, but I've already talked about that on previous episodes.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm on PlayStation Plus, and I noticed the May games this month are kind of like Animal Crossing, not knockoffs, not ripoffs, but just Animal Crossing-esque games. Farm Simulator 19 and City Skylines, PlayStation 4 edition. I've played City Skylines. It's awesome. I highly recommend that to people. It's like SimCity, but way better. Farming Simulator, I've also played. I think it's really boring. But I think it's interesting that PlayStation is trying to give people these kind of like games where you just set stuff up and then watch it grow.
It is like that's interesting. Well, I mean, dude, I cannot wrap my brain around how popular Animal Crossing is. Like, it came out, I mean, they would have never wanted this to happen, but they could not have timed it better for this game to come out during this shit storm.
Yeah, Sean, you have to get City Skylines. You'll love it. Your whole family will. All you do is like map out a city and like watch it grow. You just design a city, but it's really fun.
I will get it. I got PlayStation Plus, so I'll get it. But yeah, dude, my fucking dad called me today. He's like, I just got this Animal Crossing game. I'm gonna check it out. What do I do? And he's like asking these questions. Like, I would have never in a million years that my dad would call me with an Animal Crossing question. So like, this game is killing it right now.
It sold 13 million copies. And that's past the lifetime expectation that they had for the game. Like, they thought it would sell that in its entire lifespan, and it sold that. It's
in the first month.
It came out late March. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's beyond mainstream at this point.
Game I wanted to play, and Rocco, I don't know if you were big in Animal Crossing. Were you?
No, before I hated it. No.
Yeah, yeah, no, as you all know, I didn't play it, but it did look very interesting to me. There's something about it. Plus, it came out at the perfect time, you know.
Yeah. I think, Derek, I think you would like it though. Like, it's fun. Although it is a little frustrating. There's a lot of chance. Like, you gotta hope for things to. I don't know.
I'm sure I would, but there's a lot of great games that I haven't played yet.
There definitely are. I finally went to somebody's island. I've never done that before. And I found a stranger on Twitter and went to their island, which was a whole fucking experience that I was not prepared for. It was like they were selling turnips. I've never done that before. I'll go check it out. I got there and I didn't know, like, what is the etiquette? I don't know. And so I thought like, oh, I'll do the little like you have like expressions. You could like show you're happy or whatever. So I'll do that. And I hit the wrong button. I started hitting him with a net instead. I started beating the person up, and I was like, this is a bad start. This sucks. Anyways, the person messaged me on Twitter, but like, thanks for coming on my island. It was a little weird. You did things a little weird. It's like I know. I know. Sorry. Anyways, whatever. That's my dumb Animal Crossing story of the day.
Yeah, I wasn't playing that this week, but I got a couple newer Switch games that I was trying. Everyone told me to check out Streets of Rage 4. So I downloaded that, but
how is that?
It kind of took a back seat because another beat 'em up came out at the same time, and I went and got that. Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl.
Hey, that looked cool. That looked like River City Ransom.
So that game is the only reason it's not called Mallrats is because Universal owns Mallrats.
Okay.
Otherwise, what that game is it's the NES Mallrats game that would have come out when Mallrats came out. Do you know what I mean? Like in the early 90s.
What is it? Does it play like River City Ransom or?
Yeah. It's more kind. I mean, yeah, pretty much, or like Double Dragon or whatever you want to say. But yeah, it's that same kind of
RPG elements. What's it like? Describe it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going around. You beat them. You know, you're finding weapons. Yeah, I think it was originally called. It really was a Mallrats game. And you progress through it, like you progress through the mall, and it's like, oh, there's the Easter Bunny. Beat them up. You get, you can pick up like a sock full of quarters and beat the shit out of them.
Wow.
It's got all the stuff you would expect. I mean, it is River City Ransom, but with it's more like Double Dragon. It really is more like Double
Dragon. Okay, not so much like going back and forth on the map, just like progressing.
Not that, yeah, exactly. Not at least from what I've played. I mean, I didn't play the whole thing, but yeah, but anyway, it was great. I mean, it's that, whatever your expectation of that is. But I did play Streets of Rage 4 too, and I was surprised. Yeah, how I like Streets of Rage. I mean, I used to really like it. It was not like my favorite series or anything, but I thought it was cool. But this new one is great. Like, I was surprised how well they adapted it to a new generation or whatever without, like, they didn't try too hard or too little. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it's got new kind of animation, but it feels very much in the style of the old ones, where the music is like really cool and the style of the whole thing is really slick. And I don't know that. Yeah, they really just kind of got it. Like, yeah, Brian was saying, he got it just right. Like, it really is like no more or less than what it should be. It was it's really good. Like I really enjoyed
lots of games. Just right.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. So yeah, it's cool. They're both cool.
Are there any Last of Us is in June? Are there any big games coming out this month? I can't think of anything that I'm excited to play.
Yes, the biggest game coming to the Switch comes May 29th. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I'm more excited for that than Last of Us, than fucking Metal Gear 6, any of that shit coming out. I'm so excited about it. I actually don't know.
Fuck it. Minecraft 2, fuck that.
No, yeah, if they ever do that,
3D, shove it up your butt.
Yeah, God of War 2, take it elsewhere. God of shit, get out of here. No, but I'm honestly thinking, like, I was really excited for Xenoblade, and then Last of Us 2. I'm like trying to think, like, what am I looking forward to after that in the world of games? I guess the only thing I can think of is that at one point they gave a vague announcement of like Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, but that was like, no, that's the same. We're making it. That to me was like, yeah we'll see in 5 years, fuckers. Something like that,
really, when are we ever gonna see that? That's it.
Dirt 6.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. So they had we touched on it for a second on Mega64 team, but so Microsoft had their Xbox like game showcase thing this week, and man, they're already apologizing for it.
Are they really?
Yeah, they
They're
put out a thing saying,
apologizing?
we understand what, expectations were not in line with what we presented and da-da-da-da-da.
They can't do anything fucking right, dude.
It's really weird because I really feel like they're doing right with their platform. Like, in terms of like the system is good and everything they're doing with backwards compatibility, and then they presented this thing where, hey, you can buy a game and it works on any system you buy it for. If you buy this game on Xbox One, it'll work on the new system, or vice versa. Like new games will work on old hardware. It'll just be kind of like dumbed down, or whatever, but it'll work. And Game Pass is a great deal, and they're doing well with everything, like the whole setup, their whole platform. But I just feel like they don't show anything that thrills me. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's it.
I think, whenever it comes time to show games, it's always.
They've lost sight of like the fucking core.
Yeah.
Is fucking make something cool that somebody's dying to play. That's what they need. That's what they need.
I might just not be part of the audience that they're gunning for, maybe, but I leave every one of their presentations with like, yeah, man, another car thing, another, I don't know. It's like there's never that thrilling thing. And honestly, frankly, like, yeah, Game Pass is well done. And, they're going to have the new Yakuza game is going to be on there when it launches. But I also don't feel like the experience of using an Xbox is that great. Like,
no,
I don't want to use the Xbox.
Everywhere?
Like the interface sucks still.
Yeah,
and I just don't. And my friends aren't on it. They're not there. And I don't know.
What is the name of this console? Do we know?
Xbox Series X.
Hey, fuckers! Like, what is? I mean, it's so confusing. This is the problem.
So that's the thing that I wanted to bring up was
Xbox SX. So it's Xbox sucks.
So I was gonna bring up they put games up for pre-order at one point during the stream, and I have the image of this here. I'm trying to find it, but they put a game up for pre-order after the presentation, and it was, where the hell is it? I can't find it. It was called like this. What was it? Scarlet Letter or some shit? No, Scarlet Nexus.
Okay.
And they put it up, and it's the cases for these new games just says Xbox. It doesn't say Xbox Series X, because they're trying to make it so that everything plays on everything. That's what they're going for now. And again, I think that's kind of interesting, But it says Xbox, and then under it, it lists Xbox Series X and Xbox One. And then it says optimized for Series X. Okay, so there's a lot of labels on that cover. Okay, that's fine. But separately, they also put up a version of it that's just in an Xbox One case. So there's two copies of this game with different covers.
Oh my god.
Do they both work on both Xboxes, or
they both probably work on the Xbox?
I don't know.
One.
And then I posted that on Twitter, and then people were like, the code name of Xbox Series X was also Scarlet. So it's so this game called Scarlet Nexus having this many mentions of Xbox, the whole thing is so confused. Oh my god.
I mean, didn't they learn anything from Nintendo's fuck up with the Wii U, where it's like, just go, hey, do anything else, say anything else you want.
Yeah.
Call it the Xbox, I don't know, broccoli. I don't give a fuck. I know what that is. I know it was something different.
Like, no, can we take a moment and just acknowledge that just leave the Xbox. We've accepted that, and that's just stupid to begin with. A box with an X on it. It's the Xbox. That's fucking dumb to begin with. And then to hold on to that for how many years at this point? Going on 20 years? Like, just call it something cool.
Derek, you're right. That is the most fucking late 90s name I've ever heard in my life. I never think about that, but you're totally right.
But But I also think like they could hang on to that. I mean, if that's a valuable brand to them, they could hang on to it. But they really got to add a different like. I mean, Xbox 360. It was immediately clear that it's like, okay, this is the new one. But they keep fucking around with one. It's Xbox One. It's Xbox
you know who
X. Just call it like I don't know.
You know who has it down? Fucking PlayStation.
Yeah.
What's the next one? Oh, it's 5.
Yeah.
Well, after that, I'm just gonna guess. It's probably gonna be 6, and I know what it is. Like that's fine.
So I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like whenever they show their lineup of games, there isn't. That's what it boils down to for me. I think they're trying really hard with the platform, and I think they're trying to do right by everybody with that, and I think that's cool. They're trying to really make it as accessible as possible, and they have done a good job. I do think that. But yeah, then I don't know. It just when it comes to the, I don't know. I feel like they make. I just want to say I feel like they make the game selection as passionless as possible. Like whenever I see a PlayStation demonstration, even if it's not their best one, there's always a celebration of story. You know what I mean? They make it a really like emotional kind of like we're here to tell you a story. And you know, Nintendo, they've got their own brand of magic. But Xbox is just, I just feel like they always list a bunch of stuff that okay. Anyway, what were you going to say, Derek? I'm sorry.
Call it the Y box.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm going to say, why not?
Sorry, I didn't mean to follow up your beautiful statement with my dumb joke. But
no, I think you put the most perfect bow on it possible.
Yeah, you nailed it.
I think that they just have a marketing problem, and it just, what you were saying about the name being confusing just makes it feel like there's nothing new here. Like they're not progressing. If it went from Xbox to Y box, you know that's the new one. And I bet that I'd be really excited by the Y box. I feel like you just
if they call
clearing shit up.
Yeah. Well, anyway, my thought leaving all of that, just not even about just Xbox, was when they demonstrated all of these games, they really didn't look. I mean, this is a new era of consoles coming out because we are going to get PS5 at the end of this year too, and they showed games for this new Xbox, and all the tweets that I saw were like, these sure look like current gen games. Like they don't. Is this like a new? And
I have a theory. I have a theory. Not to cut you off, but I think that people are not realizing that they worked so hard to get VR off the ground for so many years. This next generation is like, all right, still not ready for that. So they I feel like they invested a lot of research and development, a lot of years of trying to push the envelope. What's the next big thing in gaming? And they went with VR, and it just didn't happen. They didn't connect the dots. And so now they're like, all right, well, here's the next generation of consoles. Well, it's PlayStation 5. You know, maybe they missed the mark of what they were aiming for the next generation.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Microsoft never really did much with VR, but PlayStation is like going to bring VR to the new console too. But I don't know if they were like putting all their eggs in that basket necessarily. All I was going to say was I feel like there were a lot of people kind of saying like, man, this new generation is not going to debut that exciting. You know, it's like when it debuts, it's going to not be that different from the last one. But I remember going through that exact thing. I think a lot of people forget when PS4 showed up. I remember when PS4 showed up, everyone was kind of like, looks, doesn't look that different from, I mean, my PS3 was fine. Like, it was a real tepid introduction, but gradually, like, you know, the games keep coming and the technology keeps getting better. But I feel like the era is over of you buy a new box and it's mind blowing how it doesn't even resemble the last generation. I think people have to realize that is over. Like,
yeah, that was the beginning.
We're updating the technology to meet, you know, modern demands, and like, you know, we're seeing things like loading go away and like all these other things. Technology is getting better, and that's cool, but you're not going to just get the box and go, oh my God, it doesn't even resemble what, you know. And I think people do forget PS4 started that way. It was not a very exciting launch, but it became a great system, and I hope this will too.
You look at Death Stranding, and I'm not saying this should look better.
Yeah.
You know, like, so that's not what it's about. You're right. That's it. It's over.
So anyway, I think just like with the last one, I think the new consoles are going to come out and people are going to go, I don't know, you know, and then whatever. Then the big games will eventually come out. But
what's Nintendo going to do? Because I know they switched out way earlier, but that's, you know, the Sony, Microsoft doing their next gen this year. The Switch is killing it. I don't think Nintendo should have any reason to worry about the next console. I don't think.
No, the Switch came out like 4 years after all these other consoles anyway. Yeah, because remember originally Nintendo was first to the party. They came out with Wii U in 2012. And we didn't get PS4 and all that until late 2013. Yeah, so I don't think Nintendo, I mean, no, I don't. And the Switch is like selling out. Like you can't get it.
I also, in my opinion, Nintendo could never go back to a console that's only on the TV ever again.
No, I don't think so either.
I think it needs to always be a portable option like it is now because it's so fucking great that I just can't imagine it not being that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you'll get...
I think Nintendo doesn't feel that way.
Maybe
not. I don't think Nintendo is the type of company that says, this is what worked in the past and we're going to do another version of that. Maybe they will, but I don't think there's a guarantee.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They look at trends, you know, maybe they will say like mobile trend is over. We're going back to the living room. Nintendo is the type of company that would do that first, I think.
I don't see that happening. I really think that I actually believe this is whether I'm not saying every system is going to look just like the Switch from here on out, but the gap that they bridged by connecting living room and mobile, I think that's done. I think that's it from now on. I do.
It's a little surprising that the other companies haven't taken note of that. And I don't know what they would do.
Yeah.
But
I do know that Sony has said stuff in the past where they've been like, yeah, we've been looking at what the Switch is doing like very closely. So, yeah, that to me, I'm wondering, it does kind of surprise me no one's tried it. I know Sony has done portables in the past and they didn't do so well. You know, that's what Nintendo had an advantage with is like they had this whole successful history of great portables. But yeah, Sony has made great technology in general. I would think they would try like, hey, maybe here's a regular PS5 and here's a PS5 that you can bring around. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm curious. You know, we haven't seen the PS5 system yet. We've seen the controller. But
maybe competing with Nintendo. Nintendo's already like it's killing it in that mobile market.
Yeah.
They already tried the Vita, and every mobile thing Sony's ever launched is lost to Nintendo.
Yeah,
they want to have that fight again. They can, but they probably have learned their lesson.
Yeah, maybe it's like it's not even worth investigating.
All I'm saying with Nintendo is I think Nintendo's the type of company where if everybody's going this way, they're going to go the other way because they pride themselves on being innovative.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Switch is super successful, but if everybody's saying we have to make something like the Switch, Nintendo's going to be the first company to be like, all right, we're going to make something that's not like the Switch.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Totally. And that's what, you know, they did the Wii and then they came up with the Kinect with Microsoft. And it's like that, you know, like, I think it's so funny because Nintendo is never, I think like, obviously this is the big three, but Nintendo is always their own thing. And the other two are fighting for the scraps, I feel like. And it's like, Nintendo just goes along making their Mario games and not paying attention to those other two. And then like, they're always fucking killing it when the other two are like, oh, better graphics. Oh, we have the biggest fucking hard drive you've ever seen, you whatever.
Yeah, honestly, so Nintendo has been around for over a century. I think that they just think long term, where Microsoft and maybe Sony too are thinking more short term than Nintendo. As in regards to what you're saying, Sean, like competing with each other over the scraps.
Yeah.
Well, I think PlayStation. I mean, it can't be understated though. I mean, how many it can't be understated how many PS4s were sold. Like that is, I think it just surpassed. I think it's their second most. I don't remember what the stat was.
That's my go-to console.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I think at the end of the day, PlayStation has found their role, which is here is the most badass home console with the best graphics and the best, you know what I mean? There's always going to be a want for like, hey, I just want to have like the fucking king of all consoles right there. You know, the Switch, we're not going to for the best graphics and the flashiest this or that. We're going to where it's cute stuff and I can carry it around and I can, you know, whatever, I'm playing like I'm fishing, you know, it's stuff like that. And I feel like both of those companies are doing really good with that. It's Microsoft that has found themselves in a weird spot. And it's like, we're kind of going for PC gamers now, but why don't they just play it on PC? It's weird, and so that's why I'm curious what will happen. But did you guys ever, when PSP and all that was out, did you guys ever have those or play those at all? Like, did you play any of Sony's portables?
Never. I mean, I always saw you playing them, but I never gave a shit.
Yeah.
About
yeah, I had like the Vita. I had the white one with Darth Vader on it. Came with.
Oh, that was the PSP. Yeah, that was the PSP.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
I don't remember. So long ago.
Yeah.
What was that, like a decade ago when that thing came out?
It came out 15 years ago.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
It's just interesting. Yeah, I really liked their hardware was great. But again, I feel like it never had, just like I'm kind of saying about Xbox now. I love PlayStation, but I feel like the PSP, it was always kind of cold. It was just kind of like, it never had these kind of like uplifting games on it. Whereas, you know, then you go to the DS and they're releasing fun, crazy shit all the time. And so that ended up being my favorite. But yeah, in terms of Nintendo not resting on stuff like you were saying, it really is true. I remember, you know, Game Boy was like the biggest. I mean, they sold 1 billion Game Boys, and then we got Game Boy Advance. Whoa, they took it even further. Crazy. And we only had Game Boy Advance for 3 years when out of nowhere Nintendo goes, oh, by the way, Nintendo DS. Wait, what? You know what I mean? They could have made Game Boy 1, Game Boy 2, Game Boy 3. And they went, nah, DS. What's that? Dual screen. What? Yeah, it's got a stylus and a touch screen. It was just like, where are they getting this? And people kind of made fun of it and whatever. And then, you know, there you go. Everyone's playing it. And 3DS and now 3DS ended up being successful. They could have done another one of those. Nope, they're doing Switch. So,
you know, I was thinking randomly that I really think the Switch day one release of Breath of the Wild, like that was probably the strongest introduction to a system of all time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I can't think of a brand. Here's the first game to get with this console, and it's like, it's going to fucking rule, and it's perfect for this console.
It really was. You know, I think it was the fact. It's funny because you could kind of argue that, like, it did come out on the Wii U at the same time. So some people were like, well, that wasn't really, you know, was that really a Switch launch? You know, it kind of did, you know, it was on both. But I honestly think the game was made for the Switch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it was like, it just fit that console so well, where you take it with you and explore stuff all the time. Like it fully realized what the system could do. Whereas you could play it at home for hours on end, but you could take it with you and play this 200-hour game anywhere. You know, I don't know. It really strengthened that idea.
Our friend Jared Thorban in the chat says Wii Sports is better. That was also a great one. Yeah, I think Breath of the Wild is personally better than
Wii Sports was incredible as a launch game just because it used technology we'd never. It really was. I mean, that can't be understated. Like, it really was amazing unboxing that the night it came out. It felt like this is from the future. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember, Sean, I remember going over Jonathan's apartment that night.
Yeah.
And it was like playing tennis, and we're just like, oh my God, we're really doing this. Like, that was very magic. That was a magical experience. And again, that's the kind of shit Nintendo does. They're always, you know what I mean? They got that going for them.
That's what Xbox sucks. I'm sorry, Xbox Senex, or whatever it's called. That's what they need. They need a Breath of the Wild that just looks like irresistible. That's what every new console needs, really. And without that, don't bother.
Yeah, it does need that. And again, like, I love my PS4, but I'll be the first to admit that launched really tepid too, you know, in terms of like Now the games did come later, but you know, when it came out, it was like, well, I'll play. There's a couple indie games I'll check out, whatever. My hope is that, and I feel like these companies are learning. Now, say whatever you want about Halo, but Microsoft knows that's a big ace in the hole that they have, and so that's going to come out at launch of their system. Okay, maybe that doesn't matter to some people. All right, my hope is that PlayStation has been working on. We haven't heard about a lot of new games from them lately, first-party games, and I'm hoping they have a big one saved for like PS5 comes out and it's like the new Horizon Zero Dawn or some new IP that we don't know about. You know, that's what I'm really hoping for. You know, come out strong. Because man, Switch raised the bar with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Good time.
Anyway,
we have fun here.
I should take a second. I should have done a plug about 20 minutes ago, and I apologize.
Shit.
I didn't do that. I did wrong by everyone, and I own my mistakes, and I'm sorry. Guys, shop.mega64.com. What an incredible, just delectable site. Because you can go there and buy every item that just anyone on earth would want. It's there. Amazon wishes they had what we had. Actually, they do have some of what we had. We let them have a couple Mega64 items.
We're so generous.
We're that generous. We felt so bad for Jeff Bezos that we threw him a bone. But shop.mega64.com has so much great stuff. You got to check it out. We've got a lot of great apparel. In fact, this week we did have pre-orders for the Charm shirt and the Neuro sweatshirt. That these two of our hottest items. They've been gone a while and they're back, but actually, by the time you're watching this, they might be down again. But we got a lot of great other items. So peruse it for yourself. Check it out. We also do a 64-hour special every week where we put up a rare shirt for 64 hours and then it's gone. Earlier this year, in honor of a certain film and or fast food establishment, we put out the Sucks shirt, and it was a pre-order only, but whenever we do a kind of pre-order thing, we usually have some surplus when it's all over, either because of manufacturing or just maybe someone who ordered one vanished into the Bermuda Triangle or whatever. Anyway, we put up the leftover stock of that shirt on shop.mega64.com in honor of the digital release of maybe a certain movie or fast food establishment. Check it out for yourself. Pick one up if you never did. They'll be gone in a couple days. And so check that out. Or check out you can also check out patreon.com/mega64 for lots of exclusive Mega64 stuff, videos, and physical gifts every quarter. You can't beat it. So check out both of those if you want to support the show and do it just right. Thank you.
Thank you, Rocco. Well done.
Thank you.
You did it. You did a great job.
Thanks. Yeah. I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh, console stuff. We said enough about the consoles.
We said it all. You see a console, you've seen them all,
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we nailed the show, personally. I think we had a kick-ass podcast.
Aced it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aced it. It's not over.
What do you think of it so far?
How do you like it so far? There was something I was so excited to ask you guys about. I was like, oh man, I saw this and I can't wait to, and I cannot even recall what it was.
I'm Google searching Halo Infinite. It's a new Halo coming out on the new Xbox. This looks crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They got this guy with green armor, Master Chief. It's fucking crazy, dude. He's talking to somebody who looks like he maybe from Middle East or something. I don't know. He's got a beard, brown beard. He's talking to the guy with a beard.
Yeah.
And what I've found, this is insane. So
yeah, it's kind of nuts.
I'm gonna get the Xbox Series X to play this game.
I've played all of them at this point. I did enjoy. It's really funny because nowadays I see so many people talk about how like Halo 2 ended up being like the best one. And I remember being so disappointed by that game. Because I personally was never a huge multiplayer guy. Like I played some and it's fun. I mean, they're all kind of fun in that regard. But I like the campaign. Like the original Halo Combat Evolved campaign was so much fun back then.
I agree.
2, it's just kind of a clusterfuck, and then it ends on a like in mid-sentence. I mean, it's just like, yo, we're gonna go over there and we're gonna finish the fight. Credits. I mean, I was just sitting there like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the first one, the story was so good. There was twists. I love the first one.
First one was really cool. I did enjoy 3. I liked it. I liked it more than 2 personally. But I did end up enjoying 4 though. I know a lot of people bagged on it, but I enjoyed 4. I thought I think they had Metroid Prime crew members work on it or something. I remember enjoying like a lot of the weapons in it were really cool, and I had fun. It was more Halo, but I had fun. But Halo 5 was like a disaster. Like I 90% of the game you're not playing as Master Chief. I talked about this before. Like Master Chief did something bad and like they're trying to arrest him.
Oh.
So you're the crew going after him. I'm going to get that son of a bitch, fucking Master Chief. If I get my hands on Master Chief, I'm going to tear him a new fucking asshole. So, I mean, that is like the whole game. If I so much as hear Master Chief's voice, I'm going to rip his fucking arms off and shove him up his ass so hard. Like, it's just this, like, what can I play as Master Chief? Like, that's all I remember from it. Is it had a very anti-Master Chief vibe, and I was like, okay. So hopefully it's better than that.
Well, you didn't even mention Halo Spartan Assault, or give your thoughts on that.
What's Spartan Assault? I don't even know what that is.
That's Halo Spartan Assault. I don't know. I'm looking at a list of Halo games. Was that the name
of 5? 5 wasn't called 5. It was called something else.
Oh, no. Halo 5 was Guardians.
Okay.
Jesus.
And there's Halo Spartan Strike, which I think is an iOS game. Who knows?
Hey.
There's so much crap Halo out there.
This is maybe I'm way off because I don't play Xbox anymore and whatever, but it seems like it's like the old parent who's trying to be young and cool around their teenage kids, and that's Halo with me, where it's like, oh, you're gonna love this, kids. When I was a kid, I loved this, and it's just like, Mom, get out of the room. No one fucking cares. You're embarrassing us.
Yeah. I still think they're fun games, so I want to play it, but I wouldn't buy the system for that.
Like, what kid plays Halo? I don't think any of them. Yeah,
I don't really know. I don't hear kids talking about it. I'm not like talking to kids though, so
people are saying that I'm off, which is very possible. I'm off a lot, but I just feel like I'm around kids all the time, of all ages, and they don't give a fuck about Halo, as far as I'm aware. So
yeah, I feel like it's all people my age, or older, but yeah, I don't know.
Great. Let's wrap this up and go into the after show. What do you say?
Yeah, it's fine. I was trying to think of anything to talk about that wasn't like bagging on Xbox. I feel like that was the whole show. I watched something I wanted to talk to you guys about so bad, and I can't remember what it was.
American Movie 2.
No. Yeah. I don't know what it was.
Well, you'll remember it in the after show, so check out the after show to find out what it is.
Did you guys see, I did want to ask you, did you guys see what CBS is doing during, whatever? What do you fucking call the state of the world right now? Lockdown or
yeah, we'll say lockdown.
Quarantine. I don't know. It sounds intense.
It is. It is quarantine.
Oh, I remember what I was going to ask you about. But anyway, CBS is doing. They brought back. They used to do a thing, Sunday night movies, like way back in the day.
Oh.
And they brought it back where like last Sunday they played Raiders of the Lost Ark, and they're even using the same graphics package. Like,
wow, that's cool.
It's like, I I don't know how to describe it. It's like they use the same kind of graphics that they used to back then, where it's like lasers shooting out of the logo and stuff. It was a trip. But yeah,
That's great.
they played that. Tonight they're playing Forrest Gump. They're doing this for at least the next month, and then I think after that it's Mission Impossible, Titanic, and then they're gonna end it with Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And everyone is like, wow, Temple of Doom got fucked on that one.
I'm fine with that. Fuck that movie.
Fuck that.
I knew it'd make you mad with that, but I don't care. That
better than Raiders of the Lost Ark, but that's not what we're talking about.
They all suck.
There you go. See?
So they've been running it, but anyway. There's a lot of people arguing about like, why are they playing this versus like, you could just stream this shit. But I kind of feel like it's cool they're doing that. Like, I think there's something about like the simultaneous broadcasting of something. I don't know.
Here's the thing, Rocco. They can stream this shit, but
yeah,
we can watch that. But there's so many fucking people out there who like the internet can't stream shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, all the grandmas in the world, what are they gonna do? They watch CBS.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I feel like CBS is kind of like old people.
100%. And so now these people can watch these movies while they're stuck inside. I think I'm down. Why not?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Anyway, I wouldn't have cared, but I really liked that they had that graphics package in there.
Yeah, that's sick.
I don't know. The way it was presented was really cool. Anyway, the thing that I remembered is Westworld ended, but I didn't really have much to say.
Oh, I didn't. I bailed.
You didn't watch the last one?
I didn't watch the last 4 episodes. I was so checked out. I was so bored.
Really?
I'm not saying that I'll never go back to it, but I remember it was like I was 4 episodes, maybe 3 episodes in. I was like, I don't care about any of this. It was like a chore watching it. It was very pretty and it was boring.
I was there weren't that many episodes, so I just figured you would have finished it.
No.
But it was not. Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
I loved the first 2 seasons, and I was so fucking amped for this new one. And I just felt like my balloon the air was let out so hard on that.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, it really was just kind of it never really amounted to. It just kind of became like a very generic kind of Terminator story. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
Anyway, yeah. I was trying to think of more shit that I wasn't going to just bag on, but I'm sorry, guys. That's all I have.
Hey, sometimes you got to bag. And that was today.
No, we were very positive. We praised
us.
I don't remember everything we talked about, but I'm sure there was some positivity in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. We rule.
And our videos are better than ever, so who cares? We're doing great.
That's what matters, really, is our own stuff is really just popping.
And we're gonna have an after show after this. We're gonna be so positive. Yeah. Tune into the after show. If you didn't get enough positivity, it's gonna be uplifting.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll see you guys on Thursday for the Mega64 quarantine.
Yeah.
I wonder when we started that, I thought, we'll do this for a couple weeks, and we're on like episode 7 or 8 now of this new show. So who knows how long it's gonna go?
Yeah.
But enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, I wonder how long will it go? Let's place bets. Everyone at home, place your bets. How long do you think Mega64 quarantine will go?
How many episodes in are we gonna get?
Before we go, fuck this.
Before we are back together and we can start making our other videos we were trying to make at the time.
Mega64 quarantine will have to become something else once we get back together. It'll just be Mega64. That's it.
Okay, I like it.
Mega64 together. Mega60. Anyway, Mega64 ever. What was the name of the boy band show that was on MTV?
Together.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocco, I legit just found my Together poster. I thought that was the funniest show. I got a poster as a birthday present from somebody. So
really,
I have it. It's in my garage. I did like that show. I thought it was funny.
Damn.
And the movie. Sorry, I liked it.
Well, okay, we're gonna end the podcast. Johnny, do a Together montage here, but you can't. We get copyright claimed if it was a fake boy band that MTV did a show about.
Yeah.
So anyway, Johnny, edit a tribute to that. Do a Together style ending, but we can't use any of their material because it might get copyright claimed. So I don't know. Figure it out.
Just sing one of the songs. Sing "You plus me equals us."
Yeah, sing it yourself, Johnny.
Yeah. See, Brian knows it.
Yeah, Brian knows it.
Brian knows it. It's a good ass band.
Okay, listen to the song like once. I know my calculus. It says you plus me equals us. Yeah, sing it for me. I know my calculus. It says you plus me equals us. Oh yeah, calculus. Yeah, haha, come on, we're together. I'm reading the lyrics. Girl, algebra, trigonometry could never equal up to what you do to me. So let's integrate, don't differentiate. If you were in my class, there ain't no way I could.
Well, look it up, people.
Johnny, put R. Kelly here.
Don't do that.
There it is.
Don't do that, Johnny. Oh, fuck. Good night.
Good night.